because didn't really notice a difference at all. So anyway, so I'm here on YouTube and Facebook. TikTok's being funny, but I did hear that we need to fight for TikTok. We need to fight for our rights. So if you love TikTok, whether it be for your entertainment or for your business, um, we need to fight and get a hold of your Congress, your senators, call the White House, make your complaint loud and clear for everybody to hear. So anyway, okay, so that's my little thing about TikTok. So good afternoon again, especially to my veterans, my fellow veterans. My name is April Strickland. I'm USMC retired, medically retired, and I decided to go ahead and do Builder Transitional Vets Coach. So basically, what that means is that my mission is to help the military personnel transition into the civilian sector. As we all know, it's much different on the civilian side than it is on the military side. And I know from my personal experiences that it can be very daunting, especially if you have any kind of disability. It's hard to decipher, like, if you have the disability or is it just your, mental health, physical health, whatever it may be. We all have a little bit of something in us. So, with that said, my mission here is to help you transition in with at least 75% less stress as you're making that transition from A to B. Also, who wouldn't want to lower their stress, first of all? And while we're lowering that stress, we can actually build your purpose. Like there has to be some connection between the military and your civilian world where you want to make that connection and actually, you find your purpose so you can live the best lifestyle ever. So, so with that said, I want you to think about what's your next mission, because everybody has a mission, whether it's the old mission or a new mission. You're moving on, changing chapters of your life. So if you think this is you, where you can lower your stress as you transition out or get any other assistance, I'm not the VBS, don't get me wrong. I'm not the benefits counselor. So VBC. So don't get me confused with helping you with your claims. I can only assist you with what the rights you guys, all veterans, have being in the military. So after service, there's a lot of benefits for you. But first of all, I highly encourage you, if you're transitioning out and you had your final physical, take that final physical and bring it to your local VA. I don't care if you don't want to claim anything, at least enroll in the VA system so that way they have your medical records. So that's my little spiel, and that's what I would like to get in the habit of starting on a weekly topic that can help you as you transition into the civilian world. So with that said, today I want to talk to you about good stress versus bad stress. I really didn't I never even thought about it myself with that. Um, I just haven't ever thought about it. That there is a good stress. I just thought if you're stressed out, you're stressed out. I mean, whether it was good or bad, you're just stressed. I didn't really know the difference until I started really researching and finding, good techniques and articles and stuff for Dream Builder stress-free transitional coach. Well, I added the stress-free part, but so it's going to be the Dream Builder Transitional Veteran Coach, aka stress-free. So, um, so the difference is the good stress here is typically a short-lived and serves to inspire you, or that motivates you to sharpening your focus and boosting your performance. So the good stress is all that good stuff that's happening to you. And yeah, you're getting stressed, you're going on this roller coaster. Like, you're stressed about the roller coaster, but you're excited about it. So maybe your good stress is that, you know what? I did my time. I served my 4 years honorably. I'm good. I'm out. Um, you're happy you're getting out, but you're also happy you were able to give 4 years or 5 years of your life um, for everybody. So that's the big thing. Now and in contrast, the bad stress is also known as the distress. And this tends to be very draining, and it can leave you kind of like feeling jittery or exhausted, which is detrimental, big time detrimental to your health. De-stress can result in anxieties, confusion, poor concentration, or even, believe it or not, noticeable decline in performance. So that's basically the gist of that now. Um, so if anybody has any questions, I'm trying to, bounce off the YouTube and bounce off Facebook. And I don't know what happened to TikTok, so it's whatever. That's fine. So anyway, you might believe that the stress is always going to be a negative thing, but that's not always entirely true. Like I was saying, the stress can actually be beneficial and positive. Like I had explained, being, you're getting out of the military because you served your 4 years or your 5 years, and now you want to move on to something else in your life, a new chapter, because you have another vision or another purpose that you want to fulfill. So you're excited about getting out, but you're very happy that you actually served. And then, like I said, the bad stress can be very draining, which would cause all those symptoms that I had mentioned earlier about causing the anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, feeling helpless, anxiety, confusion. And so that's basically, in a nutshell, the stress. Now, I think I pretty much covered all that. And that was pretty quick, to say the least. Anyhow, again, I would like to try to stick to Thursdays, mid-afternoon, like around this time, 2:30, 3 o'clock, every Thursday, to come on and talk about something in regards to whether the VA medical center or transitioning from the military to the civilian world. But if you want to catch more on this stress, then you know what? I'm more than willing to sit down with anybody to talk about what is, what kind of stress, or if it's something else, it doesn't have to be just on the bad stress or good stress, or it can be on working on your vision, your purpose in life after the military. It could be just about anything. But I mainly work with veterans and veterans with multiple sclerosis. So even if you're a veteran with MS, I'd be more than happy to work with you as well. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave with this. So, it's both, like I said, the stress can be a negative impact or a positive impact, but it will both of these impacts will they have potential negativity on both mental and physical. So you could have good for the good stress, but it can also be mentally challenging or physically challenging, like I said, with your performance level. That's for the bad stress. So yes. So anywho, again, like I said, if you're interested in catching these early signals can make a world of a difference in preventing more serious issues down the road, or and you can also find things that are helpful when you are feeling stressed. So maybe together, you and I can brainstorm some effective strategies together. And it would be helpful to understand the difference between the short term and the long term effects. So if this sounds like managing chronic stress, it's particularly important to overall for your overall well-being. I can't talk. So anyway, important for your overall well-being and the potential for the negative health consequences. So if you like if you'd like to schedule an appointment with me, you can visit me on my website at stressfreeveteran.com. Stressfreeveteran.com. Schedule an appointment with me, and I'll be more than happy to meet up with you for a free consult, and we'll take it from there. Some people need the coaches and extra help. Some people don't. Some people prefer to hear it from somebody who's been there, done that, lived it, knows all too well. And the military is like, if you're not affiliated with the military as a spouse, as a dependent, as the service member, whatever, you just don't understand each other unless you've been both through that process. So I look forward to helping everybody and seeing what we can bring to the table. If you have any ideas of what you want me to cover, please let me know down in the comments, and I will put something together, and I'll go ahead and we'll talk about it next week or the weeks after. Again, I hope everybody has a blessed Friday. It's one week it's ice cold, record lows. The next week it's super hot, record high. Oh, can't figure out this weather these days. So bad. So anyway, again, my name is April. I am a DB Transitional Veteran Coach. I am here to help you relieve some of your stress as you transition from the military to the civilian sector, and helping you with anything with the VA minus the benefits counselor, not the benefits counselor. But I can help you with other things in the VA and point you in the right directions for things. So I just recently, quick story on that, just had a client from Texas. He wasn't getting anything. And, when he got out, it wasn't that long ago he got out, and he never filed for the VA. And now we're at year 5. So I think he got out in 2020 maybe. But anyway, he came out, and 5 years later, what is he scrambling to do right now? That's right, get enrolled into the VA. It was a little bit of a, slopey, Anyway, it was a slopey slope. But anywho, he was finally able to get his, he was able to get 100% disability. It was, like I said, it was a good year and a half battle, but he got his 100% disability, and, everything is good now. The VA has all his records from the military. I remember him calling me up one time and saying, April, I gotta get to the VA because I'm having issues with X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, okay. I said, just go to the VA. He goes, but I don't have a medical insurance card. Guys, the VA is your medical card. It is My Healthy Vet VA Medical Center card. You don't have to, over a certain percentage, you don't have to pay. You get all your care for free. You get all your medicines for free. As long as you're over that, I believe it is 30%, then you get everything for you. So don't worry if you got to go to the VA. You don't need outside health insurance to go into the VA. So that's just my story here. Rashim, thank you for joining me today. Let me see who else. Can I see who else was joining me? Yeah, but it's not showing. Okay. No. Okay. So those of you who popped up, thank you for stopping by. I hope you were able to watch the rest of this video or come back to it another time. If you know of a veteran that is struggling with the VA, give them my information. I can help them out. September 2025 will be 20 years at this Albany Stratton VA Medical Center. 20 years. I have learned a lot over the last 5 to 6 years. So meaning I was there for 14 to 15 years before I really found out what I was entitled to as a veteran. So, or if you know of a veteran that is getting ready to come out of the service and needs to find his purpose in life, I'll be right here with you as well. I have another client who's stationed in Hawaii, and he'll be coming home in September, and I'm helping him with navigating his purpose, being only 5 years in the military. So we'll see how things go. But again, I can chat all day. I'm going to leave you with this. Have a blessed Friday. Love y'all. Veterans, please reach out to me if you need to. Bye, guys. Until later.